You thought we were probably done with that massive QPR1 Material 3 Expressive launch? Well, no, you need to know what's patched in this update, so let's get into it. Just before then though, for monthly patch updates, notes, and even deep dives into what's fixed, well, give that subscribe button a little tip-tap-taparoo. It's good for you, and you'll get some nice videos in return. Cheers. Let's start with some fixes for this main Android patch, as we're going to get into some Google Play Store stuff as well later on in this video, but let's get these out because they're rolling out today for the Pixel 6, right through to the brand new Pixel 10 series if you happen to pick one up recently. That also does include the Pixel Fold and the Pixel Tablet if you were wondering. So the updates have been designated with a global build number, so they're available for sideloading right now. I will leave links in the description if you do want to do that yourself. I always definitely tell people to sideload, as it's just something you should learn. It's something that's really valuable with Pixel phones. Anyway, there is a fix here for an issue where the power button would stop working. I think this is a big one, particularly for those of you who have frequently used Android Auto. The bug was preventing the power button from responding in certain cases when a device was connected to Android Auto devices and charging via USB-C. This has been really frustrating for me. I've experienced this with the AA Wireless, and it has been an issue that many of you out there have complained about in our comment sections, so it's great to see it resolved across all supported Pixel phones from the 6 all the way through to the brand new 10 series devices. And this is a crucial fix for those of you who depend on Android Auto for your commute, me included, although I do work from home, so yeah, when I'm driving around, take it for that. This update also brings some general improvements from system stability. It wouldn't be a patch without them, and performances in lots of different areas of the system and on those Pixel 6 right through to the 10 series devices. While this might seem like a generic note, it always seems to be that way. It's often the most important one, as it indicates a broad range of under-the-hood optimizations to make the entire operating system feel faster and more reliable for you day to day. This is the kind of fix that makes your phone feel snappier if you're wondering, if you can't specifically point out one thing that might have changed. Of course, Material 3 Expressive is a huge update, so yeah, system stability, performance, all that kind of jazz is normally included in there anyway. The largest category of fixes though covers the majority of Pixel phones, as I say, everything through to the 6 to the 9A. If you have any of these models, you'll be pleased to know that there is significant improvements to your everyday experience. Let's start with the audio quality, or audio call quality, which has received some attention here, and it's been resolved in certain conditions. Again, I hate that phrase, but it's just one that Google uses. This is a critical one, as call quality is fundamental to the operation of your phone. So yeah, you want clear calls when you're using your actual phone application. In the realm of biometrics, there's always somewhere where people have complaints. There are some improvements for fingerprint recognition and responsiveness. For those of you who've struggled with this, especially those with the optical in-display scanners on the 6 and 7 series, this could mean a noticeable difference in the speed and accuracy of unlocking your phone. I mean, I've not had problems with those devices, but I know some people do have lots of issues. On top of that, there are some Bluetooth stability options and Bluetooth stability fixes. So if you experience things like drop connections with your headphones, your smartwatch, even your car, this update should make those links a little bit more reliable as well. That said, I haven't been able to test this out for myself. Bluetooth seems to be fine on my Pixel 9 and Pixel 10 series phones. We know that the user interface has received a lot of love with this patch. Well, a number of annoying bugs have been squashed, most of that due to the fact that we've upgraded here to the brand new UI. There is an issue that has been fixed though with the keyboard, where it would come unresponsive in certain conditions. I've had this on my Pixel 10. Sometimes it would just disappear, or you won't be able to type. This is a fix that will save me personally a lot of frustration, I'm sure you as well. It also resolves some frequent Pixel launcher crashes that have been experienced on some phones out there. It just means fewer unexpected trips back to your home screen, or fewer unexpected trips to that restart button. The patch also tackles some frustrating bugs where the home button would not respond reliably for using on-screen buttons, which meant that it was difficult to navigate away from certain applications. I think these are huge quality of life improvements. I'm really glad to see Google addressing these pretty darn quickly. For those of us out there who use gestures, well, the patch also addresses some issues with navigation gestures in general. They should be more consistent and smoother. I think, again, that's part and parcel of Material 3 Expressive, but it also includes some fixes for problems that you might have had with the quick setting shades when you're swiping down. Sometimes you would have issues as well with long screenshots. That's been fixed with duplicate content. I've not seen that, but yeah, sometimes it can be a problem. There's also a fix for a Java crash in the system UI, which is related to that quick tap gesture. I've stopped using this as of late because you can use a quick power button to launch the wallet, and I use that for that anyway. Hopefully you should see unexpected crashes less frequently when you use quick tap from now on, that is, once you've installed this OTA. Just quickly on the Pixel 8 and 9 series, including the Fold and tablet that does include those two. I think technically the Fold straddles both. But anyway, these devices get specific camera stability and performance improvements. I think this is an important category of fixes because the camera experience is obviously a key selling point for Pixel phones. These general improvements should lead to more consistent, reliable camera application experiences. You should see fewer crashes, a more stable viewfinder, especially during things like video recording, which is naturally a demanding task on your phone. For the Pixel 9 series specifically, right through to the 9 Pro Fold and the 9A, there is a fix known for the battery health display. Basically, this bug caused the battery health information to display incorrectly in certain points of time, and this was obviously a cause for confusion for many of you new users out there, so now you can trust the information that you're seeing now as accurate on your Pixel 9. And for the brand new Pixel 10 series devices, there is some exclusive fixes here for an issue where the screen would turn black during transitions from a web page to the in-app browser. Can't say I've seen this, but I've heard some people complaining about it when using the in-app browser on Instagram. This was a device-specific bug on a device-specific fix has been rolled out to effectively help those of you with launch devices. So that's the fixes in the patch itself, but in addition to the main OS patch, there is a new Google Play system update that's also rolling out with some key improvements to Google Play services in the Play Store. This update to Google Play Services version 25.34 includes quite a few changes here. So first and foremost is account management. This bug fixes, or at least bug fixes the services related to account management on your phone, which should result in more seamless and secure experiences with that. For most users, this will simply mean a more reliable sign-in process and fewer unexpected hiccups with your Google accounts linked to your Google Play services. That is, there is also new developer features that have been added for both Google and third-party app developers, if I can say that, to support improved device connectivity between phones and Wear OS devices. I think when you look broadly at this fix, it definitely paves the way for a more integrated ecosystem. So hopefully we're going to see some more new features leveraging this in the coming months. A new feature is also being rolled out that allows for the backup and restoration of your theft protection settings from device to device. This is a pretty big one as well. It means that if you switch your phone or perform a factory reset, your security settings will be restored automatically, saving you the hassle of reconfiguring them. I think this is really good as it means you don't have to keep going back in there and making those changes, especially when you switch to a new phone. There's also a major quality of life improvement for the wallet application. You can now authenticate a tap to pay transaction even if your phone has been locked for more than 30 seconds. So previously, you had a really narrow window to complete a transaction, but this change adds that much needed layer of convenience, which of course we always get this when we're using this. You have to manually check for Play System updates, so they will install over time automatically, but with the Material 3 Expressive update, just go to System Settings Updates and there is a new section here. So yeah, go to that new menu, check for that, get that installed, reboot your phone, and you should have all of those extra fixes on top of the security patch as well. But that is your lot. That's everything here in the September 2025 Pixel Update Bulletin. I think it's a fairly solid set of fixes. There's also a pretty sizable update attached to it as well. All of it is a great start from Material 3 Expressive, and I really hope that this OTA has resolved some problems for you, especially if you have a launch Pixel 10 device. I want to say cheers for hanging out with me in this video. I appreciate it, especially after we've done a hell of a lot of coverage of the latest Android updates here on the channel. But until next time, thanks again, and I'll speak to you later.